Good evening, night travelers. Welcome to the Quiet Hour. I'm here with you in these quiet hours, whether you're winding down on the road or simply sitting with your thoughts. If you're new here, this is where we remember what actually matters. Subscribe if tonight's story speaks to you. Tonight, I want to tell you about Lauren, 3 women at a charity gala, and the moment she discovered that the hands she'd been embarrassed by her whole life were actually the most beautiful in the room. Lauren was 38, a hospice nurse in Portland, working nights and weekends. Her hands showed it, rough from constant washing, nails cut short for hygiene, small scars from years of medical work, fingers slightly crooked from an old volleyball injury she never got properly treated. Because she couldn't afford the time off, she'd been invited to a hospital fundraising gala by her supervisor. Black tie optional. Lauren didn't own anything black tie, but she borrowed a dress from her sister and showed up, feeling out of place immediately. At her table sat 3 women she recognized: Dr. Patricia Chen, a renowned surgeon, Jennifer Martinez, a pharmaceutical executive, and Amanda Walsh, married to a hospital board member. All 3 had the kind of hands Lauren noticed: manicured, soft, jewelry glinting under the chandeliers. During dinner, the conversation turned to a new skincare line. Patricia held up her hands, showing off her ring. "This serum is incredible. My hands have never looked better." Jennifer laughed, extending her own. "Mine are softer. I swear by the treatment I get at that spa on 5th Avenue. Worth every penny." Amanda smiled, her diamond bracelet catching the light. "Both lovely, but I think mine win. I just had them done this morning." They all laughed, but then Patricia noticed Lauren trying to hide her hands under the table. "Lauren, let's see yours. What's your secret?" Lauren's face flushed. I don't really have one. I'm a nurse. My hands are just work hands." "Come on, don't be shy," Jennifer insisted. Reluctantly, Lauren put her hands on the table. The contrast was stark. Next to their polished perfection, her hands looked exactly like what they were, tools that had been used hard and often. There was an awkward silence. Then Patricia, trying to be kind, said, "Well, function over fashion, right? Very practical." Lauren excused herself to the restroom, fighting back tears. 38 years old and still feeling like the scholarship kid who didn't belong. In the hallway, she ran into Mrs. Dorothy Richardson, a woman in her 80s who'd been a patient in hospice 3 years ago. Everyone thought Dorothy would die within weeks, but she'd rallied, gotten better, and now volunteered at the hospital. "Lauren," Dorothy's face lit up. "I was hoping I'd see you here." They talked for a few minutes, and then Dorothy noticed Lauren's distress. "What's wrong, dear?" Lauren tried to laugh it off, but Dorothy was insistent. Finally, Lauren admitted, "It's stupid. These women at my table were showing off their hands, and mine are just rough, ugly." I felt so out of place. Dorothy's expression changed. She took both of Lauren's hands in her own weathered ones and examined them carefully. Then she walked Lauren back to the table where the 3 women were still chatting. "Excuse me," Dorothy said, her voice carrying surprising authority. "I couldn't help but overhear your conversation about beautiful hands." The 3 women looked up, curious. Dorothy lifted Lauren's hands for everyone to see. "These are the most beautiful hands I've ever seen." The women exchanged glances. Jennifer started to speak, but Dorothy continued. "These hands held mine when I was dying 3 years ago. When I was terrified and in pain, these hands wiped my forehead, adjusted my pillows, held my water cup because I was too weak to hold it myself. These hands changed my bedding at 3 a.m. when I'd had an accident and felt humiliated. These hands held my daughter's hands while we both cried." Her voice grew stronger. "These scars, they're from starting IVs and drawing blood from patients whose veins have collapsed. This roughness, it's from washing 100 times a shift to keep patients safe from infection. These short nails, because long ones harbor bacteria that could kill someone immunocompromised." She looked at the 3 women. "Your hands are lovely, truly, but they've never held anyone through their last breath. They've never provided comfort at 3 a.m. to someone who's scared and alone. They've never literally kept someone alive. Dorothy turned to Lauren. Beauty isn't about softness or jewelry or manicures. It's about what your hands have done, who they've helped, what they've built, how they've served. Lauren was crying now, but so was Patricia. The surgeon looked at her own perfect hands and said quietly, "My hands operate. They save lives, but I wear gloves. I'm never there, like that. Not the way you are." Jennifer added, "I sell medication. Important work, but I've never touched a patient." Amanda said nothing, just looked at a diamond bracelet like she was seeing it for the first time. Dorothy squeezed Lauren's hands one final time. "Don't ever hide these hands. They're beautiful because of what they've done, not despite it. Friends, we live in a world obsessed with surface beauty. The filter, the procedure, the product that promises to erase every sign that you've actually lived a life. But the most beautiful people I know have hands that show their work, faces that show their laughter lines, bodies that show they've birthed children, or fought illness, or simply moved through decades of being human. Your worth isn't in how you look. It's in what you do, who you help, how you show up, the lives you touch." Lauren's hands weren't beautiful despite being rough. They were beautiful because they were rough. Every scar told a story of service. Every callus was evidence of care. What makes you beautiful isn't what you see in the mirror. It's what you leave behind in the world. It's the comfort you give, the burdens you help carry, the moments you show up when it's hard. That's our truth for tonight at the Quiet Hour. What have your hands done? What beauty have they created through service? Share below and subscribe as we keep remembering what actually matters. Until tomorrow night, remember, the most beautiful hands are the ones that help. The most beautiful hearts are the ones that serve. Don't hide your scars. They're evidence you showed up. Sleep well, drive safely, and be proud of your beautiful working hands. Good night, friends.